Hello, and welcome back to Lux and MiniTWOW Incarnate. Last time, our remaining 14 competitors sent in their responses to the fourth prompt, which was, with global warming at its highest, a new natural disaster has become frequent and very deadly, taking thousands of lives. What are they called, and why is it so deadly? Time for persona changes. Is what I'd say if we had any. To put it simply now, confessional time. You can skip the only con by going to the timestamp in the bottom left. Digital Potion said, I tried to make a Minecraft file, but it still needs intense renovation. And attached to this image. There are two other images as well here, attached in the Discord server. I like this idea, and I might try to make one myself if I ever get a computer again. So, after some research, I'm deciding to bring Team Superplanet back, as I did not remind him to respond to the prompt by accident, and literally just a few minutes after I marked him as DNP'd, he responded with a response and reason why he shouldn't be eliminated, which I accepted. However, this means he'll have a 10% disadvantage in round 5. So, 11 plus Team Superplanet survive and 2 die. And the top 2 get a double response prize. How many votes did we get? 12 voters cast 13 votes. And for the first time, the average was above 10, because each vote got between 9 and 12 votes, with the average being 10.5. Oops, ignore that. I was just using that as a reference. Anyways, it's time for the results. Zamora won last time and had a double response prize, but again, we'll only show his higher scoring one, which was, intergalactic forces create star-falling cyclones, crashing into Earth called Hashinados. This is a reference to Tornado Alley Ultimate, a game I've played a lot. But I don't think a lot of people might get this reference. How does it do? Wow, we're kicking things off strong with a score of 70.14%. Do you think you could prize back-to-back, Zamora? Next up, Mindflex B said, Tsunami. Gigantic waves from boiling oceans melt away entire cities. This is a nicely worded pun and works well. What does it do? 67.36%. Just below Zamora, but it's a very good score nonetheless. Spin Effect said, heat waves keep freaking people out. Over preparation causes resource shot. This was by far my favorite response of the round. It was funny and worded very well. How does it do? Whoa, 73.52%. 3 insanely high scores already, and Spin Effect takes it to the final 12. Next up, Ninjakin471 said, excess rain, acid rain creates acid tsunami. Seaside communities turn toxic. Combining the round 1 response I've seen, eh? Although, I don't think this could work out very well. How would the acid mix with the water? Either way, it's still a good response. Ooh, 45.83%. May seem like a bad score, but on the leaderboard, it doesn't look too bad when you look at it. It's probably around midfield. Zamora is safe into the final 12. Crazy Blue said, food gets horribly corrupted. One bad bite started zombie apocalypse. I see what you were trying to do here, but that missing A between started and zombie would have made 11 words. So I can see why you improv here. How does it do? %46.53%, just barely above MidzyAoi 471. One click B is safe. Neutrality said, lightning flash floods, striking skyscrapers, elemental combinations of collapsed structures, flattening civilians. This is by far the longest response of the round, nearing at almost 90 characters. Will people dazzle or be frazzled by this insanely long response? 58.33%, not bad. Next up, Joe Man said, cooking becomes hazardous without 500-degree boiling water, injuring thousands. I see two major flaws with this. One, cooking really isn't a natural disaster, it's human-made. And two, I said killing thousands in the prompts. You said injuring thousands. Did the voters catch this on? Oh no. 24.07%. That's lower than Muscless's dying score last round. I think Joe Man might be screwed here. Next up, MidzyAoi said, fire rate. Falling raindrops catch fire, bringing flames onto those below. Another odd combination that I don't know how it would work, but I see what you were going for. It's simple and gets the point done. How does it do? %47.96%, just barely above Crazy Blues. Congrats, Minzy, you are safe. The Navy Bomb said, hot hurricanes blaze through Florida, boiling bodies buried deep underwater. As someone who has lived in Florida for 10 years, I like this response. Although I can see it being controversial. How does it do? %54.17%, middle of the road. You're safe. Congrats. Wazer said, it's called a quaver, which causes seismic waves across Earth. Isn't that another way of just saying an earthquake? Either way, this response is very flawed and might not do as well as some others, but you never know. How does it do? Ooh, jeer. 11.04%. That's the second lowest score of the season, only beating Tack's dying score in round 1. MidzyAoi 471 is safe, and with that leaderboard, it doesn't take much effort to get into that safe zone now. Kiacom said, MidzyAoians are more extremely rainy and windy than hurricanes nowadays. A Pokemon reference, I see. And as stated in the Pokédex, MidzyAoi can create hurricanes lasting for up to 40 days. Well, what if I told you? In the spring of 2023, Cyclone Freddy beat John as the longest lasting tropical cyclones who have ever lived, lasting for almost 39 days. And struck Malawi as a significant storm, killing many. So, I guess you could call Freddy MidzyAoi's storm. How does it do? 37.59%. Not good, but at least you're safe. And now the danger zone has appeared. Santi said, crystal storms. Iceberg-sized reflective surfaces blind radioactive birds, causing congestion. Also, you're combining both this prompt and the last round's prompt as well, which you executed very well, I do say. And as it turns out, this could also apply to everyone else living. So how does it do? It's time for the arrow to drop. $53.89%. A nice score, and Santi is safe. Unfortunately, that means Laser is dead. So sad to see the runner-up of Buxona Battle leave so soon. But with that out of the way, it's time for the final round. It's Red Rover against Joe Man. She said, melting destabilizes water levels, spouting bloodthirsty Sharknado supports coastal cities. After seeing this response, it reminded me of that one song about Sharknadoes that I used to hear a lot while playing the normal elevator on Roblox. It's a very nice reference, and it's executed well. But is it enough to surpass Joe Man? It's him versus Red Rover. Who will move on? Let's find out. $57.64%. Red Rover is safe, and Joe Man has sadly been eliminated. Wazer. After your performance in Buxona Battle, I was very happy to see you join in your first ever TWOW. And you did surprisingly well, making it into the top half. However, your poor wording and reference to earthquakes was not enough to save you. Ah, crap. Lyrics are back. Gotta change the music again. There. Now we can move on. Joe Man. This was by far the most shocking elimination ever so far. You won in round 2, with a score in the 80s. I was the only person to get a score in the 80s that round 2. So seeing you die in round 4 was especially shocking to me. However, cooking, as said before, is not a natural disaster. It's human-made. And people acknowledge this enough to vote you down into the elimination zone. Goodbye, Joe Man. You had a great run. Here's the full view. As you can see, this is the potion absolutely destroyed Joe Man in the Wazer this round with a joke response, with one of the highest standard deviations I've ever seen, at 42.25%. Sucks to be you. Time for more statistics. With Ninjack 471 low placement now, the Frontrunner is now spin effect with an average relative rank score of 89.73%. And with the efficient Laser Dawn, the new efficiency champion is Peaton. I hope the efficiency curse doesn't transfer from Star into this one. As for mentions, nothing changed. It's still Ninjack and Joe Man with the most at 9 each. With that out of the way, here's who's still in, and here's who's eliminated. If you're eliminated, you can't respond to any more upcoming LMCI Season 1 prompts. If your name is highlighted in gold, you're earning a double response class the next round. With that out of the way, time for your 5th prompt, which is... You've been tasked with taming a stray dolphin. It can be any dolphin from anywhere, but they often fear humans. What techniques, devices, or strategies will you come up with to catch and tame a stray dolphin? The deadline to respond is October 24th, 2023 at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now go get to taming dolphins! Ciao!